Bigos is a smell. Lots of us, Polish people, think about the childhood in blocks. So you've got lots of communities cooking the same dish and it's a smell everywhere.
Do bigosu istotnym elementem są właśnie wędliny, które nadaje bigosowi aromat i to, co jest wyjątkowe.
We have 40 million of Poles, so we have maybe about 4 million recipes for bigos, because like every family has its own recipe.
I'm Aleksander Baron and I'm a chef and a restaurateur, and today I'm gonna cook bigos for you in my restaurant Kapłony i Szczerzuje, which is running by me and my partner Agnieszka. So we've got here porcini or boletus mushrooms from the Latin. They are frozen, and we've got dried porcini mushrooms as well. Smoked bacon, lots of smoked sausages, and smoked ribs, smoked plums. We use fresh tomatoes or a tomato paste, onions, cabbages, sauerkraut, garlic, bay leaf, pimento, allspice, rosemary and thyme, which is not typical for a bigos, but I like this extra flavor. We are in Old Klepasz, and this is the market where, as you can realize, the people which are living in Kraków come in to make the shopping. It's a cool place. Cabbage for bigos is the most important. I'm using the white cabbage and I'm making the sauerkraut. That's the first, but I'm gonna add some Italian cabbage raw, and I'm gonna cook it with the sauerkraut. Good cabbage is a heavy cabbage. You have to weight it. If it's too light, it's gonna be probably old. Dobrze, poproszę 2 takie kapusty. Te włoskie, dzięki.
Fermented cabbage is a very, very important dish in Polish cuisine. And the sauerkraut, which will be the base of the thing that we will do today. So, for a start, we need to cut it. We'll take the mandolin and cut the cabbage as thin as it's possible. All the fermentation that we make in Polish cuisine, it's all about the ingredient, the salt, and sometimes water. Now we're gonna use only the cabbage and the salt, and we need to squeeze it. Oh. When we put the cabbage in the jar, in the second day, you will see it will be covered with the water, with the juice from the cabbage. We're gonna use some caraway seeds. It's a very, very Polish spice. I love it. And horseradish. You can add bay leaves. You can add allspice. You can add a lot of garlic. It depends on you. 100, 200, 300 years ago, we didn't have fridges, so we need to preserve the food. After a few days in room temperature, it will start to ferment because of the salt. After 2-3 days, the cabbage will be very, very lightly fermented, and after 1, 2, 3 weeks, it will be more sour. Now we can close the jar and wait.
Sour is the flavor of Poland. I'm Paulina Nawrocka-Olejniczak. I'm a journalist. I'm really interested in the food, in history of the food, and how to tell stories about the food. We're living in the country which is sun is only for a few months. So, for example, drying, like in the Southern Europe, like in Italy or Spain, it's not working. But what we can was actually using the salt to preserve the veggies for the winter. And we smoked meat.
Dzień dobry, nazywam się Szczepan Gawor. Zajmuje się produkcją wędlin tradycyjnych w podstolicach pod Krakowem. Najważniejsze do bigosu i w polskiej tradycyjnej kuchni to jest żeberko wędzone, boczek wędzony, no i kiełbasa wędzona. Żeby otrzymać dobrą kiełbasę, musimy mieć dobry surowiec. Czyli dbamy o to, żeby mięso było z dobrego chowu, nie jakieś wielkie przemysłowe, tylko takie lokalne tuczniki, które są chowane w sposób tradycyjny. Smak polskiej kiełbasy cechuje głównie przyprawa czosnek i pieprz. No i przede wszystkim sól. Wędzenie tradycyjne jest to, trzeba mieć duże doświadczenie. Chodzi o to, że nawet temperatura na zewnątrz, wilgotność, pogoda ma wpływ na szybkość, na jakość wędzenia. Drewno też odpowiednio dobrane. No głównie to są z liści tych liściastych. Są to drzewa owocowe głównie, może być bóg, może być olcha. No i po prostu w ten sposób kiełbasa staje się zakonserwowana i miękka do jedzenia.
I like cut my sausage like this and in a big chunks. Bacon, look at that. Now this is the skin. The skin is not edible, so we're gonna keep it and we're gonna cook the bigos with the skin. It's gonna give extra flavor. It's about the 5 tastes. You've got sweet taste, you've got bitter taste, you've got nice acidness from the cabbage, and you've got lots of umami from the mushrooms. Yeah. Some people making the bigos on just sauerkraut. I like to add that fresh taste of the cabbage, especially in the springtime, yeah, when it's crunchy and nice. To make, because sauerkraut sometimes can be too strong.
Some people use the sauerkraut mixed with the fresh cabbage. Some people use the sauerkraut only. Some people use wine, the others add apples. Many people, many ideas of what bigos should be. I think we can call it a national dish because it's very specific for Poland during the 17th, 18th century, and it's still popular nowadays, but obviously it's changed a lot. It was prepared in the houses of the nobles and the rich people. It actually based on the exotic spices. Yeah, it was like the cinnamon, it was the nutmeg, the allspice. It was very expensive. The sour was coming from the also exotic ingredients like the limes or the lemon and so on. And people from the lower states also tried to cook it, and obviously they didn't have the cinnamon, yeah, or the nutmeg and all that stuff. So they used the marjoram, also the salt, which was widely popular.
That's the clue, that you cool down the bigos and then you heat it up next day. It's not cooked during the 5 days non-stop. It's with the breaks. So this is the way how we cook and how the taste start to concentrate in every part of every ingredient in bigos.
Bigos is really significant for Polish culture. That is also connected with many events like the weddings or the feast or the Christmas time, the occasions that actually connecting people. It's like the dish which is significant also for the occasion. You think Poland, you say Bigos.